Greetings, this is Carole Conlon, and today is Dowsing tip number 16. And we're going to talk today about some special books that I would recommend if you are dowsing or especially doing life weaving dowsing. The first category of books I would call background information, things that you should know. And the first book is a very old one. It's from 1930 by Dion Fortune, and it talks about psychic self-defense and all about psychic attack, the different types, why it's done, how to get out of it, clear it. And if you're going to become a dowser, you can expect eventually to run into somebody under psychic attack. So this book has been one of the best that I've ever seen that clues you on how to handle the attack. The second book for basics is Power versus Force by David Hawkins. And the main thing in this book is David did research into the different consciousness levels and goes into how we attract high energy with high energy and low energy with low energy. Very good book. He has a series of them. This one is by far, this is the first one and by far the best. And I really think of it as a must. Another book that will really flesh out your understanding of life and death, actually, is Journey of Souls by Michael Newton, PhD. And Journey of Souls, Michael Newton is a hypnotherapist, counselor, and what he did was, as he was doing hypnotherapy on clients, found that some of them regressed to between lifetimes, not just into early childhood or something. And so he put them all the experiences together in a book. So basically this is a manual of what happens after you die. It's about the reckoning, the healing, going around Bardo, getting used to life, on life again, I don't know. And then finally going to the library to select your next incarnation. And this book is really well done. Again, there's a series of them. Journey of Souls is the first one, so stay with this one. And then finally, What is Light Body by Tashira Tachiren. There we go. It was written by Archangel Michael, channeled by Tashira. And this book is like a owner's manual for light bodies, chakras, talking about all the changes that are going on in the world as we ascend. It also is a fantastic source for prayers. And one of them I call the secret sauce for clearing people and places. I use it all the time. The next type of book is getting into pendulum work. And the main one that I recommend is called Pendulum Charts by Dale Olson. And this is simply a set of charts divided up into different topics. There's a chart strictly for repairing your chakras. Here's one, What Am I Telling Myself? Another one, How to Change My Life. So you see there's simple half-circle charts, and he also includes some questions you can ask if you don't know what to ask. And the one thing I'll say about what is in this book is don't use the alphabet chart. There's no need to go to that type of work with a pendulum. And even Dale said he was sorry he actually put it in, but everybody said you must put it in, so he did. The other A book that I don't have a copy of is Dealing with Spiritual Response Therapy. And the title of the book is Soul Recreation, Developing Your Cosmic Potential by Robert Detzler. And Robert has 2 or 3 books out now on Amazon. And I started my journey into life weaving when I took Robert's classes. And Robert has 31 charts, last count, and they're simpler charts than mine, but taking those classes basically gave me the permission to do what I wanted to do. And for that, I am eternally grateful. But he taught me a lot. And it's an up and running system. There's a large group of people supporting it, so it's another possibility if you want to start dowsing a little more seriously. Reference books. You've seen a couple of these already. Heal Your Body by Louise Hay, and Lisa Bourbeau's book, Your Body is Telling You Love Yourself. And both of these books have lists of diseases and the metaphysical causes of them. And Bourbeau's book, which is 500 pages of them, much more complete than Louise Hay's book, but they're both helpful. So I heartily recommend. I work with these all the time. And then the final reference book I'm going to recommend, especially if you're dowsing with life weaving, is the reference guide to the life weaving charts. This book I wrote has everything that's on the chart is in the book. And if you get it, cut it, coil bind it, make it easy to use as a reference piece. But it will, if you're working with the charts and you run across the word iatrogenic, yes, you can still clear it, but it leaves this little wonder what that was and what could it have led to in our discussion with the client. And so I, again, use the reference guide for the charts. And if you're interested, iatrogenic means pertaining to being caused by the physician. And this is either where the doctor's made a goof or the client is self-medicating and it's making them sick. So it does happen. The last category of books I'm recommending are what I call activation books. As we're going through life, we are being activated. Cell memory is being activated all the time. Children's movies are really good for doing that. A lot of the anime movies, especially. Reading a book, watching something on TV, or something unfold in the news can create an activation. And it's one of those aha moments, and it opens up a whole lot of usually spiritual stuff that has to be sorted out before you can go on with any kind of mind. And 2 books I want to share with you that helped me, that really, really made an impact on me. The first one is a book called We Came as Angels. And this is, I guess you'd call it fiction. But it's basically talking about the struggle between dark and light. And it was totally amazing. The author tells the story of when he entered the Cheops pyramid and basically entered a whole new world. And the book tells about that world and what happened. And here we are, why we're going back through the dark and light stuff again. And then the final book I want to recommend is called The Diamond Cutter. This one, may not appeal to many people, I don't know. But Michael Roach graduated from college and then went to Tibet and became a Buddhist monk. And then he went to work for a diamond cutter and a diamond company. And he basically talks about business principles, using Buddhic principles, as well as how to clear oneself using those principles. And this was one that, again, just kind of blew my mind. I'm just amazed. So those are a list of books that I would highly recommend. As you're doing more dowsing and working with other people, you need to have a wide knowledge base, and life experiences are helpful. So reading is super helpful. And reading this type of book that's going to open you up and get you going are really, really good. So tip number 16, recommended books. You'll find a PDF in the description that you can go to for the list. And I hope you have a really good dowsing day.